Good morning, and welcome to LST 728 Scientific Inquiry. No, this is not Paul, nor is it Kate, nor is it Microsoft Sam. This is actually Kevin. Hi, you finally get to hear my voice. What we're going to do today, this little video, will essentially show you Diana's population model. I have already brought it in. I've already developed it, and this is going to provide you with a few options for example, doing sensitivity runs, how to pin a graph pad, how to enlarge the actual model itself so it's easier to manipulate. So with that, let's move forward. Stella allows you to run sensitivity analyses so that you can choose a particular variable, in this case birth fraction, and assign it a series of values. You can let Stella choose the value increments for you, or you can choose ad hoc. In this case, Diana would like you to choose ad hoc. And by choosing ad hoc, you can now set in your own values so that those values can be evenly spaced, or they can in fact be spaced depending upon that particular point. In this case, she'd like you to use birth fraction 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 0.045, and 0.0545. And this in turn relates to the number of newborns per 1,000 population. It now changes it. If you remember, the original was 15 newborns per 1,000 population at 0.015. With birth fraction as an ad hoc incremental for the sensitivity testing, it will now be 10 newborns per 1,000 for the 0.01. The 0.02 will be 20, and the 0.0545 will be 54.5 newborns per 1,000 population. It is always a good idea to check the run specification menu to make sure that you have the right run specifications for each run. I would recommend that you do this each time you come back to a model after having been away from it for a while. By selecting the Make Bigger icon down in the lower left portion of Stella, you can make the actual model icons larger in your model interface so that they're easier to manipulate. If you look down there, you'll see two little icons that look like a big mountain and a small mountain. Click the big mountain, you'll get a bigger model structure with your icons. Click the smaller to go back to your original. You can also copy elements of your model by taking the arrow, highlighting those things that you would like to copy, right-clicking, and then pasting. If you notice, when this is done in the following little simulation, you'll see that births, population, deaths, death fraction, all of the variables will now have a second level to them. So instead of it being births 2, it will now be births 3. Reproducing females 2 will now be also reproducing females 3. That's because Stella won't allow you to have two variables with the same name. So when you copy a variable and paste it in, it will give it a new name, and it will simply assign an additional number to that name as a way for it to keep track. Your assignment, if you so choose to accept it, and even if you don't, is to do Diana Fisher's A Study of Population Growth 2 for Monday. This assumes that you've already done a study of population growth 1, which we have done in prior sessions. So, open the population model that you've done, that you've completed, and record the approximate total population value at the end of 50 years. This is from part 2 of the previous model, and move forward. Please remember to submit your models via email, either to the Brockport or Plattsburgh email addresses, since remember, Angel does not recognize Stella as a software program that it can interpret. So it strips it, essentially. So please remember, send these via email, and I'll look at them over the weekend. Also, don't forget to do the paper folding exercise, and comment on the Shift Happens video, and I'd also like you to finish up MindWalk. Have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing your models over the weekend and on to Monday. Thank you.